Hey everybody, it's Tarina. So today I am opening my mystery box that I got from Michelle with Embellish the Seasons. And this is our very first mystery box challenge. And we just sent a mystery box to each other, and I'm excited and scared. Michelle is very talented, and I want to do her justice. And this is the very first time I'm opening this box. So I don't know what's inside, but we were given some criteria. We had to include 5 things in the box. And one of the things had to be, I'll show you the mystery, or the same thing that has to be in all of the boxes. So one thing has to be the same. She really taped this up good. Okay, and then I'll kind of explain some more in just a second. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. I said something already. Okay. So I'm going to read you the note she gave me. It's cute. Little package. So cute. Hi, Tarina, my crafty queen. Can't wait to see you create some amazing projects with this mystery box. Lots of love from your crafty sister from another Mr. Michelle. So, okay. I'm so excited. She's so creative. Can you cut this off? I want to save it. I'm going to save all my little notes. I'm excited to do this. We talked about this as a team, and I think we're going to be doing this like once a quarter. I don't know that I could do this every month, but I could definitely do it once a quarter. We are supposed to be using one of these 3 transfers in our project, so you'll see these. She didn't send me this. I had these. But now we're going to open up, and I'm going to show you what, oh gosh. That'd be some fun thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So she sent me the transfer. I already have the transfer. So this is the thing that's supposed to be in all of our boxes, and that is a toilet paper roll. So there's that. She sent me a coin roll thing. Okay. She sent me some paper. This is really pretty paper. I love that. She sent me some tags. Okay, those are cute. They look like they're from the Dollar Tree, so they look like cute little mini tags. All right. Oh, this has a mermaid on it. Let's see. Oh, I like this. An apple. An apple. She sent me a few more than 5 things, it looks like, but that's okay because I love. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Oh, you guys look at that. That's like mesh, but it's almost like a ribbon mesh. Ooh, look at that. You guys, I love that. I can see making a bow or something out of that. I hope I do her justice. Okay, and then she's got a couple little things in here, other things in here. Raffia, some zip ties, and metal tin. Almost looks like a cupcake holder, but I don't think they are. They're just little metal tins. Okay, so this is my mystery box stuff. I'm going to work on it, and I will make some projects with this. I'm excited to wrap my head around it, and we'll come up with some projects. But I've got to do a couple of projects with these, and I can't wait to share it with you. Have a great day. So for my first craft, I am going to use the coin roll, and this pipe cleaner. I think I said this was a zip tie, but this is actually a pipe cleaner. This is the brown pipe cleaner, and then this sheet of paper. And I'm actually going to use like a strip of this, and so I might use this again. I was thinking about putting it on one of the tags as well, but I'll come back to that. But I just want a strip of this, and so let me flip you guys around right here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me just take a drink real fast. So I grabbed some other things. Also, I'm going to use this transfer. We just had to use I'm so sorry. We just have to use a portion of the transfers. And so my thought is I'm going to use this heart. There are 3 transfers we could choose from: this one, and this one. I'm going to use this one later in another craft. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I just don't know. But I'm going to use this. I also grabbed a paper cutter. I grabbed like this is one of my, I need to turn on my hot glue gun. This is a felt ball that I had in some decor. I just pulled it out. It's kind of been sitting in my stash. I grabbed some saffron because it matched that color, and it also matched this. And then I grabbed a couple other pieces of pattern paper I thought that would match. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. I think I'll use this one for sure. Possibly this one. I don't know. Either one of these two. Not sure. But we're going to kind of go from on that. And put this aside. The first thing I want to do is I want to paint. I want to paint this guy. And let me just grab a paintbrush. I'm going to paint it the saffron. Open this up. It's pretty good. I just want to water it down just a tiny bit. We might have to use a couple of layers of paste to paint on this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well it's going to cover. Okay. So I think that matches pretty good. That's about as close as I could get. Okay. So I'm going to, here's the thing. When you see what we're making with this, you'll understand. I just didn't know what to cover this with. And so I looked all around my craft room and I'm like, oh, I have that little foam or the little felt ball. So it kind of gives it like a little covering. Okay. So I'm not going to fill the whole thing up with glue, but I want to drop some glue in there to hold that felt ball in place. Fill it up enough to hold it. Okay. All right. So I need another. I'm going to kind of tilt this up and just let it harden. I wanted to use this and kind of stuff that in there. Let's see if I can still do that. Okay. Okay. All right. Can you kind of see so far where we're going with this? And I was going to trim this off, but I'm not sure how I'm going to stick it into something. So I might leave this just to be safe. Okay, we set that aside. Then, like I said, I want to do a slice of this stuff right here. I'm just going to see. I think that'll be wide enough. Then, let me grab the tags because I want to make sure I'm going to have enough for the tags. I don't need the whole tag covered, but I don't want this side. I want that side. I'm trying to figure out which side I want to show them. I think I want this side. Okay. Let's see. Kind of creased it, so I wanted to see how far that'll get me. That's pretty close. I don't think 2 inches. I think 1.5 inches would be good. So let's line it up on that line right there. That looks pretty good. That might be too big. It's going to be too big. I'd rather cut some off than not have enough. Okay, let's go to that line. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, I like that. All right, so we know how far we need on those. Put this away. And then I can keep the theme going through all of the, like if I wanted to carry this paper over into the tags, I can. And that way they all have like, they carry that theme. Okay, line again. And obviously this is going to be too long, so we'll cut it down. And then I'm not sure if I want which one I want to use. I'll cut both, and then I'll use the one that speaks to me, I guess. I like this edge. So this is old paper, you guys. Like scrapbooking class 10 years ago. Leftover paper from scrapbooking class. That tells you how long ago. Okay. Let's do. I like the tops of these papers. Pink paisley. That's beautiful paper. I won't throw that away because I could probably use that somewhere. So let's trim these down to size to match. And again, I won't throw these away. I'm just going to set these aside. I grabbed my Tim Holtz inkers. I'm going to use walnut stain. And we're just going to zhuzh them up. This is where I used to do this all the time. When I was a scrapbooker, I would do this to my paper. And then I just brought it over into my other crafting. So you could do this with paper crafting, regular crafting, however you want. I just feel like it gives it a finish. Can you tell what we're doing now? Can you tell? And we'll probably end up cutting these. I want to make a little like butterfly. So let's cut these in half. I don't know if I need to, it's probably my middle. I don't know that I need to cut it in half. Okay, but this one I'm going to. I really think I like this color too. Okay, so it'd be like this. And then it'll be much easier to work with when they're all glued down. And that, and that. Can you see my vision? Can you see it? Okay, so like middle is right here. There we go. That's right. You grab my heat tool and dry that real fast. Okay, sure that's drying. And then I'm going to put some wax on him. And then buff it. Okay, I'm going to grab a multi-tool. And I'm going to lay that down there. And use a little bit of belly slipper. All right, pull that up. It's so cute. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let me dry that real fast. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down. The other side. Same thing. Just like that. Oh, you guys, look how cute that is. You're gonna set that on the backer sheet so I can wash it off when we're done. You guys, look how cute that is. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Can we try that? Where's my belly slipper at? Oops. Okay, I'm gonna grab out my chalk pen again. Make his little mouth. So let's start with this. Figure out where the center is. We're just gonna put a dollop of blue right there. And then I'm gonna tuck these guys like this. I use the hot glue to glue the little wing pieces down, and then I arrange them how I like them. But I felt like they were a little bit too long, so I just trimmed them up.
I finished the edges off with the little inkers. Then I twisted the little antenna down until I got them to look how I wanted them.
What do you guys think? Is it cute? Cute. Let's turn this just a little bit. I think that turned out so, so cute. All right. Project one down. I've got a couple more in store for you, so I'll come back and show you those. Hello, it's me again. I am here for craft number two on the mystery box challenge. And this time, the second one we're going to do is she gave me this apple. So we're going to use this apple. And this time we're going to use this transfer. And we're actually specifically going to be using this to create a pattern. What I also grabbed was my, I have a bunch of different jute twine in here. So I'm going to use some jute twine. This is my scrap jute twine. I grabbed 3 colors of paste. Now I'm using paste and it is on fabric and I'm okay with that because it's not going to get washed. Okay. And so we're going to use pesto, saffron to bring that color of what we used in the butterfly into this. And then I'm going to use cozy, but you could use papaya, you could use any other color. I'm trying to create cohesion in what I'm doing. So we are going to be using these 3 colors with the apple. Let me flip you guys around and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. I do have my glue gun already going. And I did get a little piece of we don't have trees where we're at, so I didn't have any like sticks. I need a little piece of stick, and so I used some grapevine wire, and so I'll put that aside. All right, so we are going to be wrapping our apple, okay, and we're going to make it look like something else. So what I'm going to do is we're going to create. Oh, and this is just a piece of drop cloth. I just use drop cloth canvas. Um, you can use canvas, you can use fabric, whatever you got, okay? Use what you got. All right. So I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to place my transfer down. I'm going to grab a squeegee. We're going to start with saffron. And we're just going to squeegee over. Now, this might take a minute to do this, okay? And I'm okay with that because I have this idea in my head of what I want, and I want to make a pattern, okay? Now, if you don't have a sink by where you're at, get a fuzz cloth or a towel or something, and like a wipe or something, because we're going to wash off our transfer. Okay, that's the start. That's the start. I'm going to grab one of my fuzz cloths.
After each color layer, I'm going to wash my transfer with a wipe on a fuzz cloth. I will wash off both sides and then let it dry for a few minutes. Then I'll take my heat tool and dry the paste on the canvas. I'm going to repeat these steps in between each of the color layers.
And because I want that pattern to be all over, I'm going to try to keep an eye on where my patterns are. All right, so grab this. We can even overlap the pattern. This is cozy. This color was a color of the month last month, I believe it was. So pretty. And it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I love that we are doing the mystery box challenge because it really is forcing me to go outside of myself and really think. Can you pull that up? I missed a spot. I'm just kind of winding my way out. And like I said, I'm using paste, but you could use ink if you wanted to. I don't feel like I need to use ink because I'm not going to be washing this. And I've used paste on canvas before, and it lasted. It never had a problem. But again, I didn't wash it. Let me check. That's probably going to be plenty. I really think that's going to be great. With putting a bunch of. Do you have any guesses what I'm making? What this is going to be? I'm going to put some glue right down the center. It's definitely not going to be an apple. I can tell you that. Glue down. Pull that. I'm just kind of tucking, pulling as I go. Do this side. Pull that. I'm going to pull it tight. Add a little bit of glue. Got like all these strings everywhere. And then we can trim off if we need to, which I believe we're going to need to. But again, it's better to have more than not enough. All right. Okay, so this is where some patience is going to come into play. I probably should have gotten my finger protectors. Where is that? I found them and then I can't find them again. Story of my life. So the idea is that you continue, try to do it as straight as you can around. Sorry, I hope you guys can see that okay. It's really getting this first one started so you have a line to follow.
I continued gluing and wrapping the cord around the top of the apple until I had all of that completely covered. It helped by using the multi-tool so that I didn't burn my finger, and it also helped push the cord down so that they were really tight together. Once I had all of the cord wrapped around the top of the apple, I put a little bit of glue in the hole at the top and then put the little piece of wire in that hole to make a stem.
So we got an acorn out of a plastic apple. If you didn't already guess, I'm going to grab, because I still show some of the apple underneath. I probably should have painted that before, but I did not. So I'm going to just use my camel paste, add a little bit of distilled water to it. And again, what I'm trying to do with my crafts that I'm making is to have like a cohesive theme. So all of it has like a fall theme. And the idea is that I can put it on a little tray. I can put it on a tiered tray. You guys, look how cute. Hello, I'm back for project number 3. So we have we have to use at least one TP roll, okay? But for what I'm doing, I grabbed one. I have TP rolls in my stash because why not? So I wanted to test a couple of things out, and I'm going to show you what I've done, and then we'll kind of go from there. Let's go here. All right. So I've got the TP one TP roll. I've got another, and I did cut off the top of it because I wanted it to be a tall and a short. So I also have these little tin pieces that she gave me. Move my camera a little bit. And they're kind of like shiny, and I didn't know if the paste would stick to it. So what I did is I painted the tin. It's almost like a tin cookie or cupcake thing, but I'm not. It was like almost flat. So I painted it with espresso, and then I cut it and made this little like cone shape. And I'm gonna glue it on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. But then I also cut a strip of this, and we're going to Mod Podge, and I'm hoping this is all going to work. Okay, you guys, we're going to Mod Podge all this like roofing, and then we're going to trim it around. Okay. So the other thing I want to do before I do that is I want to paint this guy. So again, I want to bring in the colors that we've used before. So this was saffron. We use saffron here. And so before we like start decorating the little one, I actually want to do um, saffron, not this. Yeah, thank you. All right, we're going to do saffron on this one. I'm putting a little bit of distilled water in the lid. And just like we did before, we're just going to paint this cylinder. And now I'm going to paint this guy, and we're going to paint that with the cherry because it matched. Well, kind of matched that. So let's bring out this, and I want to attach it. I want to attach the roof. Let's see where it's going. Like right around that, there's like a circle in here. Ooh, that's hot because it's metal. Oh my goodness, that was hot. Okay, took that in there. Be careful. Cute. Okay. Yeah, so be careful when using metal because that will be hot. Okay. So now I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but I thought I would do some strips of this stuff and then attach it with Mod Podge. Okay. Again, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm hoping it does. But the whole point is I really wanted to use this stuff, and I just didn't know what else to do with it other than a bow. I just didn't want it to be obvious. Like, mm, this might take a while. Just saying. use this right down the center. And then what I did is I just overlapped and made a cone, and then figured out what would fit. That would fit. All right. And let's glue this. So I want to use this area right here. So I'm just going to put wax on my rag. Anytime you have a painted surface, even if it's painted with chalk paste, you want to make sure that you wax, because you don't want that paste to come, the paint or paste to come up. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to use the floral thing. Let's cut this out. Now I don't want that, so I'm going to just cut very carefully. I just want this part. Let me grab a fuzz cloth because it's brand new. Okay, so let's go where I just waxed. Okay. Trying to make this as straight as I possibly can. So my idea, go with me here. My idea is to cut a door. Okay, that was my thought process here. So I'm going to take and go up like this. And I don't want to cut all the way in. I want to give a little bit of something to hold on to. So I'm just going to go up and turn. I hope you saw that. And the same thing here. Kind of go down. And then the idea is that you've got a door like that. Almost like a hobby door. Kind of cutting backwards a little bit here. Be careful this time. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to glue the lid on again. See, I did it again. How cute. Again, I'm just going to add this to the my little vignette. What do you guys think? It is project number 4 of the Mystery Box Challenge. And I'm excited to do this one. Michelle sent me a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to use these tags. They do have printing on one side, but I'm going to actually use the other side. So let's flip you guys around. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Always have the hiccups. Making this last one, we're going to make these tags, and it's not going to be a surprise. We're going to make tags. I'm not going to turn them into anything. I'm just going to make them tags. We'll use Dune. We're going to paint with it, so you could use paint if you want. I'm just using paste because it's what I've got. I hope you guys are doing good today. I just put a little bit of distilled water to kind of water it down a little bit. Then I'm going to grab the Mod Podge, and I also want to grab the paper. And I know it's going to be smaller, so I guess, you know what, I think what we'll do is we'll paint at least around the outside of the edge of the this tag. Because we want it all to match. All right. The other thing I'm gonna, she had this in her stuff, so I also have that. Let me grab a pen or pencil. So I'm just gonna kind of give myself an idea of where it needs to be cut. We can fix it. All right, let me grab my inker. And I'm just going around the edge. This is Walnut Stain. It's my favorite. And these are just the Tim Holtz Distress Inkers. The last time I used it, apparently I used it to distress something and make it look rusted. You use coffee grounds and cinnamon to make things look rusty. So I wanted to bring these colors back into this a little bit. So I've got the saffron that we used in the other projects. I've got pesto, and then I've got black. I used that one too. I love that color. Where did that one go? That one is cozy. Cozy. I love that. Maybe we should use that instead of camel. Let's do that. Let's use saffron here. Get a mini squeegee out. Make sure to cover all of the screen. Let's pull that up. I'm going to put that on the backer sheet just for a sec. I'm going to dry this real quick. Okay. And then again, I'm going to put a little bit of wax over top of this. Just to protect it. Okay, where do I want to put this? I think I like that. And for this one, I'm going to get a multi-tool. It just is easier to use with like small pieces like this. And be really careful. All right. Let's pull that up, put it back on the backer sheet. That's pretty. Okay, I think I want to wash this off real quick, but let me dry that. Oh, you know what? I can let that dry for just a second. That looks great. Let me grab one of my fuzz cloths. We're going to put the transfer on the fuzz cloth, and we're going to wash this off using a wipe. Okay. Some of the paste and inks will stain your transfer, like the black. See how the black is staining like this area? That's okay. As long as the screen is clear, that's all that matters. Such a pretty color. This was a color of the month last month, and it's not available anymore, but you could always use another color to be sort of matching. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's take this. Now the Cozy has a little bit of glimmer, like a shimmer to it. And so it has a different consistency. It seems a little thinner, but it's not. It just looks that way. And then the pesto is a paste. And so it looks a little thicker. Now, paste can get thick. And if it does, you can always add a little bit of distilled water, and that'll help it. Up here in the corner, do this. All right. That's beautiful. What do you guys think? I love it. Let me just kind of like sneak in a little bit right here. I know the bow is going to probably cover most of this up. Okay, I'll set that on the backer sheet and then I can wash that off. Okay, I'm going to grab my inker again and I'm going to go around the outside of my tags. Just kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. You know, I'm going to turn on my glue gun before I forget. I'll do the same thing over here. There we go. So this is what, I'm going to split it a little bit so we can see that. It'll be like that. That'll be pretty. Okay, so let's work on a bow. So I've got this guy. We can cut it in strips. Let's try to use all of this up. Okay. I use these bigger pieces. These are like fatter pieces in the back. And so it's going to be fun. Let's see if we can hold that down. Do crisscross. And then we got, I grabbed different ribbon in all the different colors that match what we're doing. So obviously these ones are going to be really long because that's just the length that we had. So I don't want it as big as that. I want it much smaller. So just doing crisscross. And again, these are going to be obviously bigger. Okay. This is just a cute little rustic bow. Okay. So she gave me this stuff. It's really orange. I don't know if I really want to use that. And then she gave me this, which I could use this. It won't show, but we could tie our bow off with that. You're going to scrunch it in the center and then flip it over. And then twist it. Twist, twist, twist. I want to pull it tight though. Pull really tight and then twist. Twist, 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 twist. All right. So you're like, oh, that blue shows. It won't, I promise. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to zhuzh it out. Okay. I really do want to get rid of some of the length on these pieces right here. So let's just trim those. Okay. let's fluff this up, okay? Let's start in the back, and you're just going to pull the different pieces apart. And you just kind of like zhuzh it up a little bit. And as you pull it, you're kind of like making it stand out. But see how all of a sudden that that blue doesn't really show anymore. Oops, don't pull it out completely. That would be bad. Okay. Now this shows, so we're going to get rid of this. And then once we get this on the tags, we could trim it a little more. But look how cute that is. All right, so I'm going to get my inkers again. And I have these, like, they're not really buttons. They're just like circular wood pieces, but they kind of look like buttons. I use them kind of like buttons or centers of my rustic bows. So I just use my inkers. Okay. I'm going to make sure that my ribbons are apart how I want them. Okay. And then I'm going to put a big fat dollop of glue in the center there. And look, that no longer shows. Oh, I got glue everywhere. So this is the only thing I'm probably not going to be using out of all the stuff that she sent me. All right, so let's glue this together now. And we'll put the scissors aside. Okay. A little bit of glue. Turn that over. I just want some of the paper to show. And then I'm going to make sure that the little piece that's left of that chenille stick, high queen, whatever you want to call it, does fit through. And then see how cute that's going to be? Looks really cute. All right, so let me whip this up. A little more hot glue. And then glue that down. And just to keep it in there, I'm going to just throw some hot glue down in the hole a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to let that glue dry, and then I will just trim it up maybe a little bit. But that is my fourth project of the Mystery Box Challenge. What do you guys think? Cute. I love it. And then I'll take a couple pictures and post them for you guys. But make sure you guys are watching all the different participants of this event. And I hope to see you guys next time. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. Bye, everybody.